So I've been sim racing for several years. I've spent thousands, if not tens of thousands on this hobby. I've owned dozens of sim racing cockpits, wheels, shifters, pedals, you name it. And after all of that, here are some actually cheap budget accessories that I wish I bought for my setup much sooner. Starting off, I've historically used a traditional keyboard and a mouse, and as such, I've also spent lots on dedicated keyboard and mouse holders, which of course cost money, but also take up a lot of space, make it harder for me to get in and out of my rig, and have overall been made completely unnecessary by this. This is the $30 Logitech K400 Plus, better known as the sim racing keyboard. With an integrated trackpad that actually works pretty well, it forgoes the need to have a dedicated mouse, it's small enough to place wherever, it's super lightweight and easy to use, and it's wireless with a near infinite battery life, meaning that you won't have any cables to worry about. This can also be paired with a discrete keyboard holder like this one from ModdedSim, and suddenly you've found a solution to a keyboard and a mouse without needing to spend hundreds on a dedicated heavy and bulky keyboard and mouse holder. Now for those wanting something even more sleek, well, this controller style keyboard that I've been using recently only costs around $20 and does absolutely everything I need for my sim in an even smaller form factor. Now of course keep in mind that all of the products that I mentioned in this video will be linked at their lowest current price in the video description. Now next up, feet risers have increased not only the look but also the comfort, feeling, and ease of use of my setup in more ways than I ever thought. Now I've been using these from Six Sigma Sim Racing, and they lift my aluminum profile sim racing cockpit up by about 15 centimeters. This not only serves to give my setup a cooler, almost wide body look, but it's also great for my new hardwood floors. It allows me to more easily make adjustments to my pedals, as I can now actually just get under them, and more than anything, well, it has made it infinitely times more easy to get in and out of my rig, as it sits almost as tall as a traditional car would. Now a pro tip here is that you can also stick furniture pads underneath these feet or in the corners of your rig, and this will make it extremely easy to move it around by simply sliding it without damaging your carpet or your floors. Now real quick before I continue, I'd also like to give a big thank you to MOZA Racing for sponsoring this video. MOZA, who needs no introduction, is a leader in high-quality, high-performance sim racing equipment at all price ranges, and it's also what I use on my day-to-day sim racing rig. So whether you're looking for a high-quality budget sim racing setup or a high-end professional sim, MOZA Racing has got you covered with one of the biggest selections of direct drive wheelbases, steering wheels, pedals, shifters, handbrakes, you name it. So if you're looking to get into sim racing or just upgrade your setup, make sure to visit MOZARacing.com via the link in the video description, and thank you again to MOZA Racing for sponsoring this video. Now, recently added to my sim racing setup, I originally thought that an integrated PC mount was dumb, until I actually started to use one. Literally just a piece to place your sim racing PC directly onto your rig. This has not only opened up so much more space that I wouldn't otherwise have, but it has also made cable management significantly easier, as I can hide nearly all of the cables behind the monitors without having to do any fancy cable management. However, on the subject of cable management, these clips designed exclusively for aluminum profile rigs easily attach onto your setup, allow you to wrap a small Velcro tie around them, and route all of your cables in between. This is a simple, cost-effective, and most importantly sleek way of managing and routing all of your cables, which of course improves the looks and quality of life of your setup. Now talking about quality of life, I'll flow through several of my most favorite cheap accessories which have been genuinely game-changing. Literally something as simple as this cup holder from ModdedSim attaches onto my rig, and you would never guess it holds my drink. Now it's pretty self-explanatory why this one is so useful. The next, and similar, is this phone holder. If you're chronically on your phone like me and can't lose sight of it, then being able to place it directly on your rig at easy reach goes a long way, especially just to be able to glance at your notifications. Now, if you haven't noticed, I love having everything at close reach, and that's why I also have this headphone holder, which you get the point. And on a similar note, this glove holder, well, it holds my gloves. Now, overall, as I'm sure you've noticed, a lot of these cheap accessories, they aren't necessarily groundbreaking in nature, but all put together make your rig infinitely more functional and user-friendly. But however, as a final wildcard entry, I'll also throw an Xbox controller into this list, as it's something that I actually use a ton. Now, despite what you may first think, no, I'm not racing with an Xbox controller. However, if you're someone who likes to take screenshots of your in-game races and cars, well, this allows you to have full camera control on in-game replay modes, and that's what allows me to grab a lot of the cinematic footage that you see in my videos. So, all in all, the accessories that I've mentioned in this video have made my rig far more practical, organized, and enjoyable to use day in and day out. You see, when you've already spent so much on the core components of sim racing, like your pedals, wheelbase, and your actual cockpit, well, it's easy to overlook the little things, but it's often these little things that improve your experience the most. So if you're looking for easy, affordable upgrades that make a real difference, then hopefully some of these gave you some nice ideas. Of course, remember that for your convenience, I've also gone ahead and linked everything in the video description. And so with that said, as always, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.